So somebody asked for help in how to route individual tracks from the MPC Live into individual tracks, audio tracks within Ableton Live. So I'm going to talk through how to do that using the plugin. Even though it's a track that I did in standalone, you can do anything in standalone and then just perform it into MPC Live with the plugin just the same as you would perform it otherwise. The benefit of using the plugin is, one, you have unlimited output routings, which I'll show you what that means in a minute, and then two, the sync to the DAW is automatic because the DAW sees it as a plugin and not a MIDI signal out, which Ableton seems to have some trouble with sometimes. So to kick it off, have a MPC Live right here with the track, really just a loop that I put together in standalone mode. Simple house track, uses 7 tracks. I broke out the kick, the clap, the snare, the hats, the percussion, bass, chord, and vocals into separate programs because I wanted to send each of those programs into a track so I can mix them separately. And then I'm also going to show how to mix within a program. So that clap and snare program, I'm going to send the claps to one track and the snare to the other. In Ableton, I have the plugin set up, just standard latest version of the plugin, and that is in its own MIDI track right here. You can see the plugin down there. And then I have 8 empty audio tracks set up because those are the tracks that I want to record into from the MPC. To set it up, I turn output monitoring to in, right here. Normally it's set to auto, so you just turn that to in. And then also I have the input monitoring set to MPC. Normally it's set to external or no input. And so you just select MPC, and then you select the output channel from the MPC that you want to use. And so in this case, I want the kicks to go to 3 and 4. I want the claps to go to 5 and 6, snares to 7 and 8, hats to 9 and 10, percussion 11 and 12, etc., etc. So see really quick, 7 tracks here, 8 tracks here, could be 7 tracks. And then I'm just going to connect the two. To connect the two, you go into your channel mixer. Normally when you go into a channel mixer, it's at the level screen or in the level tab. You just click route to the routing tab, and then you can route each of the tracks. So I want kicks to go to 3 and 4. You change it using the data wheel. I want claps and snares to go to 5 and 6. And actually I want the snares to go to 7 and 8, which I'll show in a second. So I'm going to move the hats to 9 and 10. And then percussion, 11, 12. The chord sample 13, 14, vocal sample 15, 16, and bass is 17, 18. So what you can see really quick is where before, when you played, everything was kind of coming through the MPC channel. Now when you play, everything is coming through the audio tracks. Pretty cool. So the final thing that I want to do is right here, you see the snare. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go into the pad mute, where before I was in track mute. Now I'm in pad mute, and then pad mute. Actually, let me select clap and snare, and then go to pad mute. And that wasn't pad mute, sorry. I want to go to pad mixer, not pad mute. Sorry. Long night. So then you see the claps are all going to the program out, which right now is 5 and 6. I'm going to send the snares, just these two up here, to 7 and 8. 7 and 8. And so now you see they're coming through 7 and 8. And then finally, I'm just going to record using push. I'm just going to, all the tracks are record armed, and I'm just going to hit record. And now they're all recording into clips. And you can see the clip. Double click on that. It's just coming right in. Again, the timing's rock solid. It's a plugin. It's not syncing over MIDI or anything complicated like that. And then I hit stop. And I can turn off the MPC plugin here, just shut it off, and turn my input monitoring to off, and away we go. And now the actual clips, not from the MPC. You can do the same thing in arrangement mode. Let me turn the plugin back on. Do the same thing in arrangement mode. Just going to flip to arrangement. Everything is record armed. Going to take it back here. Now I'm going to hit record up here, and you'll see the track starting to record in arrangement mode. So this way, you can just kind of leave it running and play in your arrangement using the MPC, padding its program changes and all that, and you'll just record your song in. So, anyway, hope that was helpful. Hit me up if you got any questions. Thanks a lot.